Hey guys, it's Beek, and so I was just playing Osu, which I don't do too often, but when I'm bored every now and again I'll pop in and play a couple 4-key maps. And I was thinking that I would like to play at a slower scroll speed without messing up my reading ability, which you can do in 2DX. You can lower a thing called Sudden Plus, and it's basically like an overlay that covers the lane, and it makes it so you can have that slower scroll speed and still have the same like reaction time reading ability kind of thing. So I'll show you now. Just on my skin you can see there's nothing over my game and I can play, which I'm not playing with one hand right now, but you can see that it's at a slower scroll speed now. It wouldn't be the exact... What I would have to do is I'd have to set it to like closer to 23 or 22. And on a 60 FPS monitor, or just in general, I don't like, it's hard for me to focus when it's that fast, even though, like, it's the same reaction time, so I'd like to have Sudden Plus. And there is a way you can do it on Osu without really messing with Osu at all, because it's an external program. Basically, I just use this program over here, Live Split, which you can get here. And the skin I'm using, just in case you're wondering, is this O2 Jam skin. But basically, you can just download Live Split and then open it. And wait for it. It's a little slow. Oh, or is it already open? Oh, here it is. And this is what it'll look like most likely the first time you open it. If not, default, it'll look something like this. Either way, it doesn't matter. You can just close splits and you'll have this normal layout. And what you could do is you can just get rid of this timer by making it transparent. Like here. Override the setting and then just make it transparent like this. I think I did it right, yep. And if it doesn't show up right here, that's fine. Take off the gradient, take off drop shadows, and always on top. That's the important part, if you can already tell what I'm about to do. But then, at this point, you just have a black bar. And the cool thing about it is you can make it as big as you want by just stretching it. So now I can just put this over my... It's kind of hard to see when it's pitch black, but I'll fix that later. I can just put it over my game like this. And now look at that. I have Sudden Plus and I can play. And I can adjust it too. It's pretty simple to do. And it really doesn't get in the way of your menu too much if you can just deal with it. And I'm also in windowed. If you play full screen, it will work in full screen, but what you would have to do is you'd have to go to the display here, and then resolution. You'd have to do borderless, and I'll just do that for a second, and you can see it still overlays, it still works, but if I play this game, it's normally not full screen, and so I just play like this. It works for me just fine. If that's a latency thing with just using regular full screen, I don't have a solution for that, but this works just fine. But if you don't like black, you can just set a background actually, and it works really well. You can go to solid color and go to image, and I have a bunch of sound vortex jackets. I can just pick a random one. This one looks cool. And then you can just stretch it. The image will automatically crop and everything. It's really nice. I know it's not the intended use for this program, but it's definitely useful. So you can just do that, stretch it, and if I wanted to, well, I didn't lower my scroll speed, but if I'll go ahead and show that off too. If I went back to like an 18 or probably lower at this, normally I wouldn't have it this low. I'd raise it just a bit, maybe like about there. And then I can play with a lower scroll speed and still have that reaction time be the same. So my timing is going to be similar and my reading ability is going to be pretty identical. So this is for anyone that plays 2DX and would like to have a similar option in Osu. If you're just used to playing Osu regular, then this probably won't really matter to you, but maybe it's something you could test. I definitely find it pretty useful.